सो फॉरेस्ट पिक तो मतलब नाम तो बहुत एकदम एप्रोप्रिएट है क्योंकि तो मतलब जंगल जो थे आपके यहाँ जो इंडिजिनस प्लांट्स थे आपने टी स्टेट नहीं बनाया है
ना नो टी एस्टेट
नो टी स्टेट मतलब जो जंगल से ही लीव्स ले करके आते हैं और उसी से चाय बनाते हैं जैसे पहले ट्रेडिशनली बनता होगा आपके यहाँ
वही है
तो
and we plan to continue that only. I mean that is the USP.
Okay.
Otherwise then we feel even we become a state
हर जगह टी स्टेट
टी एस्टेट ही है.
ओके सो कौन से मणिपुर के कौन से पार्ट में
The southern part which is in Churuchandpur district.
Churichandpur district.
Churuchandpur district.
So how do you think it's better like forest pick?
See the difference between these wild teas and estate teas. One is on the look of it, and the other one is on the flavor of the flavor side of it, right? On the look side, because these are old plants, the leaves are much more bigger.
Okay.
दिखने में पता चलेगा. Even the buds and all will be much bigger as compared to let's say a estate bush, because in a estate bush would be roughly about 10 to 20 years kind of thing. After every 30 years I think वो लोग replace करता है. They get new one, right? So जो उसका bud है and even the leaves in itself, right? Are relatively smaller. I am talking of the Assamica variety, between the two Assamica variety in itself also, it's slightly bigger. Wild tea may, because it is growing in wild and it's free, and the size of the leaves are also very big in nature. So that's as far as the look part of it is concerned. And on the taste part of it, the flavors are slightly different in a sense. Wild tea would have more of a woody, earthy flavor.
Okay.
Any type of this thing, right? One is obviously the manufacturing process also would make the difference in the flavor. But what I'm talking of, the earthiness and the woody side, I think is not too much to do with the manufacturing, but the general difference. Now, in the manufacturing part, generally in wild tea, it's a handcrafted and it's made in a village, mountain, where the facilities are also very rudimentary in nature. It will be a little bit smoky. It will have some smoky flavor.
How does that smoky flavor come?
See, one is that it is intentionally put, in a sense, the original one or the indigenous one, which is the orthodox smoke. How the process is like a typical black tea. They will pluck it, wither it, and then roll it.
How do they roll it?
See, they roll it by hand. Some roll it by hand. Some roll it even by feet. They wash it and then they this thing. Depending on the size, if someone finds it difficult, then probably they will roll it. And then after that, they will ferment it oxidize it overnight, and then sun dry. So these are all sun dried. So no fire is being used, right? And uske baad they will leave in the the fireplace in the kitchen.
अच्छा उसके ऊपर
right उसके ऊपर छोड़ देते हैं in a let's say in a bamboo tray.
Okay.
उसको cover करके ढक के let's say 3-4 दिन, and then उसके नीचे the fire continues to grow and खाना plus क्या होता है in this mountain village जो चूल्हा है that never runs out. Most of the time, पूरा सुबह से शाम से. One is that even in winter, the temperature is even in summer, the temperature at night temperature is quite cool. So you need some fire. It feels good to sit. Sitting along the chula is one of the activity after this thing, and then gappe shappe marte. This kind of thing. So the chula will continue to run. Will always be there, and then. वो जो fireplace के ऊपर whatever that thing the tray kind of a thing that is used for a lot of many things as well. Let's say seeds, the seeds which they have to grow, and let's say they also eat a lot of dry leaves and this thing, because in this kind of places what happens is that those seasonal vegetables and all when it grows it will be in abundance, but in the non-season you will not find it.
So preserve
they
it.
will preserve.
Yeah.
So drying is one of the
Methods of preserving.
in fact that's the only way of preserving.
Okay.
They don't use because they don't have oil. they will not have
Pickles.
pickles pickles नहीं बनते. ठीक है उधर so drying is the only means of preserving it. So so it becomes very important there, right? So udhar after keeping it for let's say about 3 to 4 days, then you will get a nice smoky flavor.
Smoky flavor, of course. नीचे चूल्हा जल रहा है.
and all those kind of things.
But you know the Santing क्यों नाम रखा?
Santing is the name of the village.
जहाँ पे
From जहाँ पे pick किया है.
अच्छा.
तो ये जो मैंने
That's also in southern Manipur.
Yes. So the 100-kilometer area which I'm talking of would host about at least I would say about 40-50 villages.
Oh, so that
So
is
these
तो
are-
हर village में अलग चाय बनती है. Like
this thing, yeah.
Like Santing Green it is, but this is Panjin
This is also another village.
village.
Yeah.
Panjin you call
Yeah.
it.
Pangain.
Pangain.
Yeah,
Okay.
Pangain.
Pangain.
Yeah.
Pangain black.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's this is a black tea.
Yeah.
इसमें they don't put it on top of this thing.
मैंने
right?
टेस्ट किया है.
हाँ.
मुझे टेस्ट तो बहुत ही अच्छा लगा इसका. उलोंग टेस्ट किया मैंने
Okay.
टेस्ट मुझे बहुत ही अच्छा लगा.
हाँ.
पर कमाल है कि आप टी स्टेट वगैरह कुछ भी नहीं है, मतलब फॉरेस्ट से ही yeah.
But see.
कितने पुराने होंगे वो सब पेड़? कितने पुराने?
Oh, it should be. I mean, we claim it's 100+ years, but it should be roughly 300 to 500 years
Yes,
is what
yeah.
it will be.
So it will
Looking
be
at the
height,
size, it will be
yeah.
looking at the size of the trunk and the height
yeah.
and all those things.
Yeah.
It should be very old.
Yeah.
It should be very old.
So how much is the size of the trunk?
Yeah, it should be roughly about
Yeah.
the size of this thing. Some of them. Will
Wow.
be. Doesn't look like tea.
Eucalyptus पेड़ of yeah.
उतना भी नहीं उतना भी नहीं but मतलब generally जब when you talk of tea the top of the mind
This
is
is the
those
small tea with the table tops which they can prove
They can
it,
prove
pluck
and all
it
those kind
and
of
every
things,
time.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay, nice. So nature में पैदा होने के कारण woody और अच्छा flavor उसमें आता है.
Right. And plus क्या होता है one of the difference between wild teas and tea estate is that wild tea का जो होता है it grows in a biodiverse environment.
अच्छा.
In a sense ये नहीं है कि एक टी ट्री होगा उसके and continuously टी ट्री होगा ऐसे नहीं है. ठीक है होगा इधर उधर होगा and it's randomly it grew randomly because it was naturally growing unlike a tea estate, right? So क्या होता है कि the flavor of other trees or flavor of other herbs or other plants also get infused. But in a sense because it is growing together, all of them are growing together. Because unlike a tea, in tea bushes में क्या होता है? One tea after another tea, after tea. So you don't get that diversity while it is growing. And plus a mountain soil and a tea bush soil will slightly be different.
Okay. How is the mountain soil different from the tea?
See, a mountain soil would be, the nutrients or the nutrients get it from the mountain itself, in a sense from other plants or from
natural,
animals, the natural,
it's
all
very
those
very
kind of
natural
it's
because
very-
nobody is putting any chemicals there.
Forget about chemicals. These are the places where even pollution would not have reached.
Exactly.
It's because
Oh my
people
God.
doesn't read.
Yeah.
People doesn't read. It's
Yeah.
very difficult to go there.
Yeah.
So leave alone leave alone vehicle, even
Yeah.
for a human being to really go, unless you don't intend to really go for the tea, it's very difficult to reach.
Wow, that's very important. That's very important.
Yeah. So there's a different angle to it.
It's very, very, very super organic.
Right.
And you don't have to spend also on it.
Right.
It's
Correct.
Going right.
True.
Right.
True.
I think these things prove the tea you have in Manipur, the tea forest teas I saw in Arunachal, in Miram village, that it's been grown from like thousand years in India.
It was there.
Yeah. I think think it's very much indigenous to India.
Yeah, very true,
Yeah.
very true.
Okay.
And it's also the reason why you have two type of tea, right? One is Camellia sinensis,
Yeah.
which is the Chinese,
Yeah.
and Camellia sinensis Assamica.
Yeah, yeah. Alvaro
Right?
Samika.
Yeah, Vara Assamica.
Yeah.
So it has to.
Yeah.